From our fan studios, secured by DFWsecurity.com, this is Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan.
Good morning, Metroplex. We have reached the Thursday edition of Sean and RJ here on DFW Sports Station 105.3 The Fan. In case you're new to the show and the station, I'm Sean Sharif alongside Ralph James Choppy. We got Peyton and Ryan in the back powering up the YouTube, the Twitch, and the Fan Cam, all available at 105throughthefan.com. Heading to the weekend.
It's getting there. I think it's been so far a relatively speedy week.
Yeah.
Hope this is not a slow day.
Yesterday, dealing with some concrete issues.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
What was your opinion?
I've only seen concrete with cracks.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everywhere. It's pretty unavoidable, I think.
New driveway poured.
Yeah.
You want to feel great going into your new house.
On a hill? Is it an incline at all?
An incline?
At the driveway?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Got a couple cracks there. Had to enlist the knowledge of the Tolos and all the real men and ladies out there to get some of that feedback. Clearing out the house for photos tomorrow for the current house to be sold. So it's a mess.
So what did everybody say to you about
I think we're
that?
like 65-35. It's normal. Don't mess with it. Versus like replacing some small areas where the cracks are, because you cannot guarantee that the replacement will be the same color, that the replacement won't have cracks as well. It's just, it's just a weird feeling. You're going in, you don't want to see cracks to start off your new project.
Did you walk your foundation after they poured it and before they built it? Like, did you notice? Because I noticed when we had our foundation poured that even on the foundation, there was just these tiny hairline cracks that are just, they're more cosmetic. And that's a concern. Is it cosmetic or is it actual, like, because on our pool deck, we had some cracks that were fine, but then one part, like, buckled and raised. And it, whatever the border around the pool is, those stone borders, those things, like, fell in, right? Because of the way the thing buckled and...
Yeah, they're like, a general rule of thumb is if you can put a nickel in it, then it's a problem. Can't put a nickel in it yet, but is it going to get much worse? But a lot of people saying two things you can always count on. You're going to pay your taxes. You're going to get taxed. And your concrete will crack.
Yeah, it will crack.
So there you go. And then photos tomorrow. Trying to get out of this house. We'll see how quickly that sells. and then moving in about 2 weeks. You got any tips for me, Peyton, since you are the recent mover here on the show?
As long as there's no under the ground foundation issues, I mean, because that'd be the first thing that comes to mind. Because my parents had their driveway before they sold their old house, they had it filled and everything, and it was cracks immediately. And my dad was like, what's this? Are we not doing our job? And they were like, no. It might be a foundation problem. They blame the underground. So as long as it's not like an underground issue, then I think it's fine. Cracks are going to happen. It's frustrating.
877-881-1053 is the truckwreck.com text line. The postseason hero in his first Cactus League start of the year, and the mayor of Houston delivered.
He swings here, and it's a high fly ball to left field near the corner. If it's fair, it's gone. That one is out of here onto the berm, just inside the pole. Zimmer chased after it, but didn't have a play on it, and Adolis Garcia with a solo home run in his first Cactus League game of the spring, and it is now 4-2 Rockies after Adolis leaves the yard.
Adolis conducting his own symphony yesterday.
Yes, absolutely.
Did all that feedback come back about
Beethoven.
95.5 or more, saying Sandler was mispronouncing what we heard before the start of the show?
I saw one or two folks on the Trucker.com text line say they say it the way Sandler says it.
Okay.
Beethoven. Beethoven is what Jared says. But the rest of, the society says Beethoven. Ludwig von Beethoven.
Yeah, Jared dropped the full name.
Yeah, he did.
To try to give himself some more credence.
Yes. I mean, it's like he didn't. I mean, what does anybody know what Wolfgang's full name is?
Right.
No? Peyton, do you know?
No idea.
I believe it's Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Van Gogh, nobody knows. Nobody knows the first name there.
No, nobody knows. Do you know his first name?
No.
What about Picasso? I know that's art.
Pablo and
Pablo?
Vincent. Vincent Van Gogh. That was a little jokey joke. So Adolis is back. He goes yard. Play that one more time.
Beethoven.
Yeah. He definitely putting the emphasis on the H.
Yeah, definitely putting the emphasis there. And bait. Just bait. Like added an I. He added an I in the middle there. So of his first part of his last name. But no, that was big because, like I said, we saw maybe two people say that they were on Sandler's side.
Meanwhile, the debut that rocked the Rangers not going so well his second time out. Yamamoto for the Dodgers, 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 walks, 5 earned.
Listen, there's the amount of people I saw on social media yesterday say this is why you don't give a guy $300 million before they threw his first pitch in Major League Baseball. I mean, like he's not sitting here. We've touched on their scouting reports. This is the same thing that, Sandler even talked about yesterday. Like he wasn't going to overreact to spring training, home runs, numbers. I mean, he's still got to hit the ball. But a lot of times guys are just trying to work on their location. Oh, today we're working on this pitch. Could be a dead arm. A lot of times this time of year you get a dead arm already. So who knows what the reasoning was.
And you made a lot of bold statements yesterday about the Oakland Athletics new stadium in Vegas, if that actually ever happens.
The what are they calling it? They're calling it the Opera House.
Oh.
Because it looks just like the Sydney Opera House, one of the most famous buildings in the world.
Beethoven
may have played there. Beethoven may have played there. We don't know. But this is supposed to be very cool. And if this actually comes to fruition, these renderings are magnificent. It's got the exact kind of roof that Sydney Opera House has. It looks awesome. It will be the best looking building on the Las Vegas Strip.
Ooh.
The Sphere will have such a short-lived lifespan as being the most amazing monument on the Las Vegas Strip. In your face, Eiffel Tower. In your face, Stratosphere.
Oklahoma building.
Yes, the Oklahoma building, absolutely. The one that's going to be the tallest building in the U.S.
Yes.
This would be, on the Las Vegas Strip at least, the coolest building there is. This is fantastic.
There's a lot of people that I know that went to that Sphere U2 show.
Yeah.
I think Columbo went there,
Yeah.
took the family there.
Yeah.
Everyone that could possibly stop by. I didn't realize U2 was still the draw like that.
I guess. I mean, they're one of those bands that like everybody hates but won't admit it. I think that's for me. I just admit that they're not any good. I don't like it. the name. And I mean, look, they had a cool name for an album, Joshua Tree. That's really cool.
The Dallas Cowboys make a little defensive tackle move yesterday. They re-signed Carl Davis. So you may remember him from the practice squad November 16th. Ended up playing 3 regular season games with the Cowboys. He totaled 3 tackles. Ravens made him a 3rd-round pick out of Iowa in 2015. He's played games for the Ravens, Browns, Colts, Jags, Patriots, and now Cowboys. And the Cowboys go ahead and sign him back. So Mike Zimmer making moves all in.
All in, baby. All in. Got a radio guy now as your Carl Dukes, right? That was his name?
Jamie Dukes?
No, that guy, Carl Dukes.
Carl Davis?
Carl Davis!
Yeah.
I was trying to make a joke. It wasn't really funny.
Who's that?
Carl Dukes. Carl Dukes is Jamie Dukes' brother. Like they do a radio show together, right? Carl Dukes.
And what's he known for?
I think nothing. I think absolutely nothing. That's the point.
Okay.
Like, he's known for the same exact thing Carl Davis is known for. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
All in, baby. All in.
Truckwreck.com text line is wide open at 877-881-1053. 877-881-1053 as storms are expected over the next 2 days. So we got today and tomorrow possibly. We are live on the Fan Cam, Twitch, and YouTube. Tony Pollard may be willing to take a discount. Did Dalton Schultz crap all over the Cowboys while he's playing for the armpit? What is going on with Ryan Garcia, and your DMs may never be the same? Is it a good or a bad thing? That's how we start off the Thursday edition of Sean and RJ. Glad you're waking up with us and being a Tolo right here on The Fan.
Coming up in the next...
Happy Thursday, y'all. Thanks for waking up with us. Sean Sharif and RJ Choppy with you. Cowboys insider Bobby Belt is around the corner here on your home of the Rangers and Cowboys. It's 105.3 The Fan. I've had a hard time keeping up with this Ryan Garcia story. This thing is crazy. It's giving you Antonio Brown vibes, Chandler Jones vibes. What's going on with this kid?
Man, there's a lot of people out there who are speculating that this is substance abuse related. I watched a pretty long video this morning just kind of detailing this whole situation from his voice changing over the last year to his face twitching a little bit when he speaks.
Bohemian Grove, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's supposed to be one of those, like,
the elite men's only retreat?
Yeah, it's somewhere in California, and Alex Jones says he went there at some point, like, years ago.
Oh, it must be legit.
Well, that's the thing. He's kind of like Ryan Garcia himself is kind of. He referenced Alex Jones in an interview not too long ago, and he was on a podcast with Andrew Tate. Just the two guys that you choose to. That's kind of the world he's in right now, right? He's in that.
We talked about Andrew Tate the other day.
Yeah.
Was that the toxic masculinity segment?
Yes, the toxic masculinity, and that's like what his thing was. It's like he kind of used that, and some people said he's not like actually being serious about it. He's doing this as a trolling effect, but some of the things that he does is like, all right, he kind of is serious about this. So like he's in a weird spot, and I don't know if this is mental health. I don't know the substance abuse. I don't know the CTE. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a head trauma because like this is a year ago, he was seemingly completely normal. And now he has gone to the point where it's like, okay, this guy needs some help. But he's also saying things that are very, very troubling. Like he is talking about being like abused as a child. And we all know that does have long-term lasting effects on your mental well-being. You can have at any moment an episode where it's like, oh, you don't start making sense to anybody if they don't know what's going on. Like if they know what's going on, it's like, okay, I could see why he would go down this road and he would start acting this way. But if nobody knows about this, it's like, well, what's going on with Ryan Garcia? Is he manic? Is he on drugs? Is it mental health? What is it? CTE? And that's the problem. We don't know what's going on with him right now.
This was Ryan Garcia on that Twitter Spaces with Andrew Tate.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get I don't give a anymore.
Where?
Bro, they took me to the woods, bro, and they tied. I'm not joking, bro. I have proof, bro. I don't give a bro. I will show you every video you could ever believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They tied me down and they made me watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a anymore. Yes, I lost it. They're little kids.
He doesn't want to take us all, so let's go. Come on, Ryan. He doesn't want to take us.
Come on, fuck this guy, dude.
Bro, this dude, dude.
Who?
Bro,
you
know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
You know the path you're going down is dangerous, my friend.
I don't give a. I don't give a. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like, and let's just say that this stuff is like, everything he says is real. Let's just assume, for the sake of argument, that he's telling the truth. Like that could absolutely mess with your mind. Like there is no doubt. You see what he is saying that happened. There is zero chance that you're a normal functioning adult after you see that happen to kids. If that's happened. And the reports about Bohemian Grove, like the whole thing is like they were worshiping like a bird or an owl. That was like their deity. They were worshiping
not a baby pigeon.
Not a baby pigeon. But you've never seen a baby pigeon. So pigeons don't exist. That's the other little sidebar pay. I don't think you're aware of that. That's the whole rule. Pigeons don't exist.
Yeah, I've never seen a baby pigeon.
You've never seen a baby. So if you've never seen a baby pigeon, have you seen an adult?
They just appear.
They're just there, right? Wow. That's the other conspiracy theory. Listen, I am here for any and all conspiracy theories. If you got a good one, I'll listen. I will listen to your sales pitch. I answer the door all the time. Talk to me, man. I'm here. But yeah, the Bohemian Groves, they say it's satanic rituals.
Maybe he was with Kate Middleton hanging out.
Maybe he was
at Bohemian Grove.
I still think she's missing. I don't think she's around. That's not a photo of her. It's a grainy photo. But this is a wild story. And
Crazy.
he says his phone was taken, but then again, he's making a video on his phone. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to believe anymore with Ryan Garcia. All I do know is he is in no position to fight. He is in no position to fight.
He's 24-1. He's talking about training in Dallas, but now people are like, we may not let you fight. You may not be allowed to fight. And he's just like, all right, on a plane, go about to train with Derek James in Dallas. Let's just do boxing Q&A now.
Yeah, his only loss is to Gervonta Davis. He's a really good boxer. But if I remember right, there was a situation where, like, Garcia was like extremely dehydrated going into that fight, and he couldn't take anything before it that would have allowed him to still fight because it would have broken some kind of peak performance enhancing rules. I don't remember the exact story, but like he's a really good boxer, but like he's in no position to fight right now.
All right. We know that Facebook and Instagram went down, and now you're coming out with a story that DMs may never be the same.
May never be the same. DMs, if you want to be able to edit a direct message on Instagram, you could do that now.
Oh, okay.
You have 15 minutes to do that. But the other person has to update their app. That's the problem. So Sarah tried to do this to me yesterday. She said...
That's how you know you still got the spicy relationship. You guys are still sending DMs in the same house.
That's how we talk. We don't even text. We don't text. We still send Instagram DMs. That's how we text. But she sent one to me, and she said the lunch on Friday, I thought it was at 1 o'clock, but it's really at 13. And that's what it read to me. And I said, isn't 13 o'clock 1 o'clock?
It's military time.
Yeah. 1,300 hours at 1 o'clock. And she goes, I said 12. And I wrote back, you did not.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, she sent me a screenshot. Hers said 12. And I sent hers one. Mine said 13. She went back and edited it on her app, but my app is not updated yet.
Oh. So I cannot edit. I don't have like Twitter verified or anything, right? I'm not Kevin Gray. So I cannot. I'm busting your balls, KG. I know you're probably in the chat right now. I know you're probably on Twitch. So I cannot edit my regular tweet that I send. But if I update the app, I can edit a DM without being upgraded to verified. I can't edit a regular tweet, but I can edit a DM. Is that how it works? Or do I have to get upgraded to all of them?
No, you can edit. Yeah, you can edit a DM, and you can edit a post on Instagram. I don't believe you can edit photos though. Like you can't go back and add photos.
This is just for Instagram DMs.
Just for Instagram DMs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just for Instagram DMs.
All right.
With Twitter, Twitter, I think you can edit their DMs as well.
Is this that big a deal? It's like if I mess up an Instagram DM, I just unsend it. I just take it back and I rewrite it. Yeah.
I know. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But it allows you 15 minutes or something like that to be able to go and edit it. But it doesn't matter if somebody sees it immediately.
Choppy and I's absolute worst nightmare. Hopefully this does not happen to Jared Sandler in Arizona. There's a snake in the boot.
Snake in the back seat.
Yeah.
In the back seat. Imagine getting into your car, driving, spending minutes and upon minutes in your vehicle.
Oh my God.
And having no idea what is in the back seat.
Phoenix is surrounded by desert, but many Arizonans go nearly their whole lives without ever seeing a rattlesnake out of captivity. Unfortunately for Milan Watt, she found one in a place she was never expecting.
First a laugh and then panic, and I lost my mind.
No warning rattled, not even a hiss.
And he turned around and he had seen a tongue kind of like flipping at him.
Milan Watt says she wouldn't have realized a rattlesnake was curled up in the back seat of her car, except her boyfriend happened to look behind him.
He's like, get out of the car. And so I freeze up because I'm like, when I get scared, I freeze.
Not knowing what to do, Watt called 911, but says she was told firefighters couldn't help since it wasn't a life-threatening emergency. Her boyfriend used a broken tree branch to fling the reptile free.
Could you? This thing was on the toddler car seat.
Was the kid there?
No, the kid was not there. But this thing was on the toddler car seat.
I saw a ceiling fan the other day, a video, and it wasn't like fully up, installed. And there's a rattlesnake or a snake coming out of the ceiling and gets caught up in the ceiling fan. It's twirling, and then finally, it shoots off.
Yeah.
And I just walk around my life feeling like there's a snake. When I take out the trash, when I pull up the cans, I look on the side of the wall like it could be a rat snake. When I go out to my car in the morning, I'm thinking the one's going to come out from underneath my vehicle. When I turn on my AC vent, I think it's going to come through there. That's how I live.
They're out. They're out now. So a lot of times we may get another couple of weeks before they really come out because it doesn't warm up because they brumate. They don't hibernate. But they're out now, man.
I do not have blinds for my house. I don't have dining room chairs for my house. There's a lot of things I do not have for my house because I'm putting one thing above all else, and that is sealing the house. I had a mouse problem, remember, years ago, and Atolo reached out to me. I believe it was James McNeese. He's like, yeah, we can come plug all the holes. $2,000. I'm like, what? Are you $2,000? Came and did it. Wiped it out forever. All the little holes that rodents and everything can get into is that when you want me to do your new house. So I'm putting that above dining room chairs. So if you come over for the housewarming party and there's nowhere to sit, just keep in mind, no mice will be in there eating the food and the apps off your plate.
Best way to keep snakes out? Make sure there's no food for them to eat. That's it. Make sure there's no food to eat.
What do you mean?
That's the best way to keep snakes. Snakes usually go where the food is.
Like in my house? Like
if you want to keep snakes away from your yard.
If I leave a cheese platter out, I got to worry about the snakes.
I would worry more about the mice. The mice.
Yeah.
Keep the mice away. Generally, the snakes won't follow.
Well, I don't know where all the mice are. That's the problem.
Yep.
But go ahead and seal up your house. James McNeese, if you need it. James, knock off $1,000, please, if you could, for this next project. Dalton Schultz comparing the Cowboys to the armpit, and apparently Tony Pollard is willing to take a hometown discount. Is that enough for you to keep TP around? And does anyone want some of the leftover Buffalo Bills that all got slashed yesterday? Roberto joins us for the Thursday edition of the 6 a.m. Club with Sean and RJ next.
There's no reason to search sports headlines. We've got them. And we'll get you laughing as well. You're dialed into Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan and the